EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he stopped immediately there. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Mariota now from the 50. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. On 1st down, Grant. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. To throw is Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jake Bunt, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's caught by Mike Evans. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Allen going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Allen now on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Evans. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert! Bravo! 51. Here we go, here we go. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing again. Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Round 80. Hey, that's all day, baby. You're set. Hey, take your socks out back to home. Socks out back to home.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Mariota. He gets it to Thomas. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, it's silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Mariota on first down. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Throwing is Mariota, escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Grant on the return. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running with power, touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Grant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. On first down, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second down now, it's Grant. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mariota. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. I don't know if they scripted this drive or they're going off field, but that's 3 plays that are working pretty well.
Yeah, not only that, there's 3 first downs as a result. Might want to think about maybe taking a timeout on defense and trying to regroup.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. McManus now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
First down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hey, let's go 52.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Airing this one out for Evans. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Allen. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Mariota. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He lets this one fly toward the back, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mike Evans with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 27, Mariota, and Thomas has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll go again with Lindsey, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Allen going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught at the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 45 yards. They go play action here on first down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Allen. He's got Evans. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On third down, Grant. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Mariota. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Eagles, it's a win that might keep them alive in the play.